I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Ava.
I'm Miles.
I'm Kara.
Yo, this is Reno.
Hello, I'm Brandy.
They call me Pride Slayer.
I'm Bon Manuel.
And we are the Internet.
Podcast you're about to listen to has crude language, violence, and other things you probably shouldn't let your children listen to. Please enjoy.
Drop what you're doing, swallow what you're chewing, because it ain't wet from sweat, and we ain't done yet. Welcome to Inner Idiot Podcast, where we just want to touch your insides, people. And you take it how you want it, because that's how we're rolling with it. Oh. Yeah. I am your host. Who are you tagging?
I was trying to, but it didn't work out, so it's okay. Keep going.
All right.
Keep going.
I'm your host, the big, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, the bumbling, and the oftentimes bastardly MC, Tyler Havlin. I talk slow, and I walk slower. 2 claps and dick fire for me.
Oh, that's right.
Woo!
My brain was trying to think of like, fuck, what is it? Dick fire.
So before I introduce you this time around,
Wait a minute.
you know, you used to not even
Never mind.
clap and woo with me in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
No claps, no woos from you. I was the only one clapping. I was the only one wooing. And I was the only one doing the top 5s.
Yeah. I do remember that.
A lot's changed.
We have evolved. We have matured as people.
we have,
I hope,
devolved and immatured as people, I would say.
Well, we had to be mature in the first place. So, there's that.
Yeah, there's that. Nobody likes being mature. That's no fun.
No, I'm not a big fan of it.
No. Next up, he looks like Jesus and he sounds like Steve-O, and he'll save you if you let him, ladies. He ain't got a shirt on, and that's just for you. He's got a voice that'll make the panties moist. He's been petting kitty and grabbing titty since 1991. 2 claps and a dick fire for Lord Shorty Fresh in the flesh. Woo! That was so good.
Dick fire.
Did I say dick fire?
Dick fire.
Or did I say the name that shall not be named?
No, you said dick fire.
Okay, good. Welcome, Rosemary. You are our favorites, too. At least mine. I don't know about Shorty, but
I can take it or leave it at any point.
take it or leave it, you know. The show has gone through changes, people. That's the point that I'm trying to get at here. And while I did not prepare my top 5 today, I have pulled up a list from the interweb, as we have been doing lately, in our growth and evolution.
As the seasons change, so does our show. And here we'd like to present to you how. Go back and listen to episode 1. Then listen to this shit show.
Yeah. The icing needs put in the fridge. Well,
I told you to fucking take it anyway. So
there's icing in the studio right now that, can you see it on camera?
apparently.
But, yeah, for the pumpkin cookies that were brought to you. That was very nice.
Good.
I did not partake in the cookies.
He said no.
Anyway, so our very first ever top 5 was the top 5 lies that parents tell their kids. That was the first one ever. And I had asked a fan about this, and they said a different one. And then they're like, no, that wasn't the first one. That was like the second one. The way that they can remember this blows my mind. They're like, no, this was the first one.
Did you go back and listen to the episode?
No, I was going to, but he assured me that this was our top 5.
Okay.
So this is what
I'll take your
with.
word for it. I don't fucking know.
You're my favorite sister of Shorty's. Definitely. Anyways, here we go. Do you have any lies that you want to add before we get to the list?
You're going to grow up big and strong.
I grew up big and strong.
I didn't.
You grew up strong.
The first was really important, though.
But they never specified what kind of big. You got a big personality, my guy. You got big hair, a big beard. Your nose is kind of big. So there are parts of you that did grow big and strong.
You're a good parent.
Thanks. Is that a lie?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, fucking like, you lied to me, Dad. Like, no, honey, look. Look, bud, it's okay.
All right. All right, let's get right into the lies. So the first one on this list is reading in the dark will ruin your eyes. Is this really a lie, though? You don't know?
I have no idea.
I don't think it will. I think that's just what they tell you so you go to sleep,
Probably.
you know? Or like the turn off the car light on the inside because they can't
It's illegal?
see. Yeah, it's illegal. Is it illegal?
No, it's not fucking illegal.
Then what's the whole point of it?
Your parents being assholes? I don't know. Or it just annoys the driver, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but you shouldn't annoy the driver. The driver is...
You're absolutely right. But your kids don't fucking listen to that because they just fucking annoy you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I can't attest to this because I don't have kids. Now, I know I like to annoy my parents. So as a kid, I get it. But as a parent, I can't, because I ain't one.
You know, I didn't like annoying my parents until I became an adult. That's when I really started to liking.
Oh, no, dude.
Annoying.
By the time I gained full sentience, I liked making fun and picking on my parents. Mainly my dad.
Oh, man, if you put me and my dad together now, I'm just ripping him the whole time.
No, I don't rip him. I don't rip on my dad. I just do stupid shit to annoy the fuck out of him.
Oh, not me. I make fun of my dad. See, because the
It
difference...
just dawned on me that I used the phrase
Sentience?
Before the age of 8, I wasn't sentient. I was just a thing. I existed.
That's
Yes,
fun.
I shall eat.
No,
I
but
guess
so...
that's a good fucking way to say it.
I was thinking about this a lot this week. The way I am with my kids compared to the way my dad was with us. My kids, I'm very open with them. And, I'll talk about anything with them.
Sure.
And I'll joke with them. Mm-hmm. And they'll question me. They'll question me being right about shit. Sometimes it's don't fucking question me. And sometimes I'm glad that you're questioning me. Because it shows that you can reason and you want to know for sure what's being talked about.
Yeah, but the times you're getting questioned, you're are you calling me a jackass? Get the fuck out of here.
It does feel like that because my dad, we didn't question him.
Right.
His word was law. We knew he knew what the fuck he was doing even when he didn't.
See, I agree with you, but there was 3 or 4 times in my life where my dad put my life in danger.
Yes.
Because he was nope, this is law. And you got it, Pop. I'll listen to you. It'll be okay.
And then you get hit with a tree.
And then I get hit with a tree or something else and fucking don't worry, you're fine. I started doubting my dad when I started coming close to death.
When your dad started putting your life in danger, you're like, Dad, how much do you really know?
Are you sure, Dad?
Well, even after my dad almost cut off my thumb and shit, his word was law.
No, I was fully on board with I need to watch out for my own life. My dad's got me if I don't see shit coming, but chances are we both don't see shit coming.
Yeah, that could.
And when I do see shit coming, nobody listens to me.
I listen to you.
Oh, appreciate that.
What is the side eye for?
Because you would let it happen anyway.
I mean, probably, but I would still hear what you're
but
saying.
See, yes, you would acknowledge it. You would acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Hey, no, yeah, I get you, Shorty. Do it anyway.
Yeah.
Pow! Ha, 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 ha. Fuck you, Shorty.
Everybody look at Shorty and laugh. No.
He's hurt.
No. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Check and see if he's breathing.
See you get embarrassed? Yes. See you get physically hurt? There's a spectrum for that.
Dude, that doesn't happen a lot. It's happened maybe... I can count the times I was embarrassed on 1 or 2 hands.
I can count the times I've embarrassed you. I feel like every time
when you put me on the spot with a chick is different.
Yeah. But I feel like I embarrassed you at the art museum. I embarrass you when we go to escape rooms. Because I'm always very, very exuberant with the people that host it.
No, I don't think you embarrassed me at the escape rooms.
And then when we went and shot
that way too.
When we went and shot pool, I embarrassed you.
I don't recall.
Yeah, you were pretty embarrassed. You were red. You were blushing.
I don't recall that.
It was.
I'll take your word for it. I don't recall it. Just because I don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
That's right. If I remember it, it happened. Even
No.
if I say I remember it, it happened.
Well, then you're a fucking liar.
But you wouldn't know because you wouldn't remember.
True.
Because insomnia leads to Alzheimer's.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I was just letting you know in case you forgot.
Nope. I remember that. Sadness ensues.
Sadness ensues. All right, anyways, the next big lie, not big lie, but the next lie that parents tell their children is knuckle cracking leads to arthritis.
Yep, that's bullshit.
Is it? Then how, I want to know how that got started.
I don't know, probably fucking...
Like, why do you not want somebody to crack their knuckles? Is it like uncouthly?
No, it probably started just because somebody with Alzheimer's started like, or not Alzheimer's, arthritis was like, my knuckles real hurt. You know what I did as a kid was pop them. I bet that's this problem.
What's that?
I bet that's what they thought. Like,
Oh.
and then it just spread like wildfire.
I mean, do you know what the popping actually is? It's actually a release of fluid. That, like, when you crack the knuckle, it's that fluid releasing. I hear you, but I will do as I wish. My thing to say to my mom and dad. That is a good. I mean, I don't know if that's a lie. Like, if you're doing what you wish. All right. Next up is swallowed gum takes 7 years to digest.
I called that one out. Like when somebody said it to me, it wasn't my mom and dad, it was another adult. And I was like, that's dumb. And they were like, excuse me? I'm like, there's no way that's true. Like, I'm like 4. And I'm like, nope. Nope. Bullshit. Well, like, no, seriously. I'm like, it couldn't. Like, what would make gum take 7 years to get through my system? Oh, it's because it sticks to the lining. Like, but doesn't stomach acid break it down before it gets to my intestine? Well, no. Fuck you. No.
I swallowed a lot of gum. And I never blew bubbles out my ass.
That'd be really fucking funny, though, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. I'd still be swallowing gum to this day. That'd be so cool. Every time you fart, it blows a little bubble.
Yeah.
So you hear the initial fart, and then you hear the pop of the bubble.
You know, thinking about it, so medical science has come a long way in our lifetime. Medical science. And we got to the point now where we can we can combine, eggs and sperm and shit outside of a womb and create a few different animals and stuff, right? Like about 5 or 6 years ago, somebody lab tested a just dog into life. They were
tested a dog in the life.
They fucking tubed it.
Was there?
No, they took fucking dog. They took dog egg.
This is not some kind of fucking chimera fucking experiment.
No. Actual dog. Not people and dog. Just whatever.
Okay.
But this is where it's funny because, my favorite show being Full Metal Alchemist or whatever, I got an argument with the lady at church because she was like, only God can create life. That's not true. Science will find a way. That was my exact words at the age of 8. I was like, no, science will find a way. So
right.
Adults lied to me about,
I've seen Jurassic Park. Science will find a way.
Yeah. Do you think man can create a dog? Eventually.
Apparently
That was
now
exactly what my words were too, dude. I got in trouble. I got sent to my parents, and my mom and dad yelled at me, you don't question authority figures. Fuck you.
How much longer do you think it is before we quit making babies the old-fashioned way?
God, I hope never.
Oh, me neither.
Because though I might not have kids, I love practicing.
Yes. But, I think that maybe to, weed out some of the dumber of our species, they should start putting, puzzle boxes. Instead of, a chastity belt, we should wear a puzzle belt.
I just feel like in order to, so I feel like birth control for men and women, I don't care how they fucking need to do it, becomes mandatory. Everybody gets put on birth control. And in order to be taken off birth control, you have to take a common sense and IQ test.
A Wonderlic test?
Sure, yes. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but I think I understand.
You don't know what a Wonderlic test is?
No.
No, that's the name of the actual test. Did they give you a test before you started at the job you're at now? They probably did, right? You probably went to a college and they gave you this light thing.
It's an aptitude test, not a Wonderlic.
The written part of the test, what you took, was the Wonderlic test.
Is it?
Yes. It was the one. I swear to God.
I don't believe you.
It was.
Because that sounds made up.
The word Wonderlic?
Yes.
It does sound made up, but I swear that's what
I
it's
wondered if I should lick it. Like, that's where my brain went. Like, no, fuck you.
No, how often do you... I mean, you can wonder if you should lick it all you want. You're still probably going to lick it.
It's like a 9-volt battery.
Right? But yeah, no, I get that. You should definitely be able to take a test.
I think, like, it should be absolutely mandatory. Like, at the whatever age your puberty starts, the moment you fucking get it, you're like, okay, cool, come here. Like, here's the medicine, here's whatever, boom, dot, got it. Like, then you turn however old. You have to be at least 18. And they'd be like, okay, cool. So we get rid of we get rid of teen pregnancy. We get rid of all this other stupid shit. And then the best part is with population control, which honestly we're already having a struggle bus with. So, because people ain't having babies, which is fine, because fuck this planet.
People aren't having babies?
Not statistically high enough to continue our population.
That's good. Let's slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt.
I was thinking, the best place for you to pick up a woman would be? Since we're talking about babies and stuff?
The family planning.
Yeah, the abortion clinic. Yeah. They put out and you're not going to have an extra mouth to feed.
Right.
Right?
Right.
All right, well, before we continue with this list, we're going to take a pause for the calls, pay the light bills and such and whatnot, and we're going to unload our loads. So you go ahead and hit the button and we'll be right back. And we're back. Hello. We're talking about the lies that parents tell their children, and we're also getting sidetracked like a motherfucker. You know how it goes around here.
Word.
So we got through the first 3, right?
Sure.
And I'm wondering, do you think parents knew they were actively lying to us when they told us these things, or do you think that science back then supported them? Or do you think they were misinformed?
I don't think it's necessarily the science proved it or whatever. It's like carrots are good for your eyesight. Like, that wasn't necessarily science. It was just propaganda.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to say it was World War I where the pilots, they were claiming that the pilots had really good eyesight or whatever, and people were like, oh, yeah, it's because of our carrots. And, like, it was just some bullshit that somebody said, and then it turned into propaganda. Like,
I feel like that's been like a thing, though, that it really does help eye health.
it doesn't not help it, but it doesn't improve it the way people think it does.
Well, no, it doesn't improve it.
Well, no, that's what it claimed. And for years, that's what people thought.
Okay.
People thought eating carrots would improve or make your eyesight maintain or whatever, when that simply isn't the case. It doesn't not help it, but it's a good vegetable that has vitamins and shit that you need. So, yes, eat it.
Yeah. And if you believe that, then I will tell you this, that girthworm secretion from the rare species of Tyler's it helps with wealth. So, ladies, if you're listening and you need to harvest some girthworm secretion, I can help you out with that. I believe the science on this tracks. Shorty, you look upset.
No, Ty, I'm good, buddy.
You look visibly upset.
I just woke up a little while ago. I'm tired.
This is the most awake you've been on an episode in a while. All right, you ready for the next one?
Sure.
Chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
That's not parents. That's fucking dumbass kids. Because my parents never told me that shit.
I think,
And I never heard a parent say that dumbass shit.
I'm pretty sure I heard my mom say that before. Not like thinking that they actually did, because she's the one that made the chocolate milk, you know? So, what we got next?
She didn't have to be, a brown fat lady, did she?
No.
Oh, okay.
My mom was a beautiful, thin, blonde-headed lady
Because it would have been really fucking funny if she was just a fat,
Just squeezing it out. Huh?
just a fat browed lady. Fucking pouring Hershey's syrup in a fucking can of milk and fucking swirl it up. Yeah, these go for brown cows, baby.
Next up is crossed eyes will get stuck that way.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that lie.
Do you think they told us that because they just didn't want us crossing our eyes, or do you think that they thought it hurt us?
No, they probably were thinking, well, you know what? I don't know. Because you see people with lazy eyes and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe back then that's what they really thought.
Yeah.
How do you get a lazy eye? You cross your eyes and it just never unlazies. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
is kind of stupid because you have to put effort into fucking crossing your eyes or whatever. So it shouldn't be called a lazy eye. It should be called a really fucking stiff eye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
An overworked eye.
Yeah, an overworked eye. Yeah.
A fatigued eye.
Yeah.
But, no, like, if my kids want to cross their eyes, I don't care as long as they don't really get stuck like that. I don't care when my kids make goofy faces or do dumb
That's
shit.
probably really wise. You're tired of seeing your kid make stupid faces like... Their generic face is already stupid.
Right.
I don't want it to be more stupid.
I don't know. Doesn't bother me anymore. All right. Swimming too soon after eating, and you'll cramp up and drown.
I feel like there's actual science behind that, but I don't honestly know.
So this has been explained to me before. It's just any kind of physical exercise too soon after you eat can cause an upset stomach.
Yeah, oh, okay. Got it.
And that's all it is.
Right.
And with being in the water, you're already in. You can drown.
Yeah.
No,
I get it.
know. But I also think that's how they got away with Adult Swim. You know what I mean? You remember going to the pool when you were little and it's like, all right, kids, out the water. And then all the parents hopped in?
No, I don't recall this.
Oh. Did you ever see your parents swim? Mm-hmm. Did you ever see your parents have sex in the water?
No.
I saw my parents have sex in the water, and it scarred me.
No, it didn't.
Well, I mean...
It turns you into the fucked up individual that you is today, and you're not unhappy about it.
I mean, I was pretty unhappy about seeing them at Pound Town in our fucking pool in our backyard, but it did make me want to have sex with somebody in the pool. Like, oh, my parents...
Have you done that?
Yeah. It's not that great. I mean, it is...
It was mediocre at best. Yeah. I've done it.
I mean, like, you can't do all that. You got to hold your breath at times, and
I never fucked underwater. Like,
you didn't go down there.
No, we were in the pool. We were in the pool.
Yeah,
but we wasn't like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna submerge my whole ass head. No, fuck that.
You gotta go down there a little bit before you stick it, even though there's already water and whatnot down there.
You pick her up out of that shit, dog.
Yeah, sometimes you can't. Sometimes there's other people around.
Oh well.
Yeah. I guess. All right. Next up is watermelon will grow in your stomachs from swallowing the seeds.
Yeah.
I did hear that one.
I saw a fucking meme or whatever, and this guy told his nephew that. Or, yeah, his nephew.
We were told that about apple seeds as well.
Really?
Yeah.
But they were like, oh, hey, you're going to grow a watermelon in your belly. Watermelon seeds need sunlight and proper soil. College has failed you. The fucking like 8-year-old said that to the fucking uncle or whatever. And I was like, that's badass. Good.
Next up, words. Wow. My auditory processing failed me miserably just now.
It's all good, buddy.
Sitting too close to the TV will cause eye damage.
Look at that. Now we got fucking VR headsets.
Right? Makes no sense.
I think it's so their parents could watch the stupid shit that we were watching.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, it wasn't the fact that, like, oh, it's going to damage your eyesight. It's just the fact that, like, you're in the goddamn way.
Right, so let's make up a reason other than just being in the way that'll make you want to move. Next up, we got touch a toad and you'll get warts. I believed this one.
Did you?
And to this day, I have still never in my life touched a toad or a frog.
Really?
Yes, I don't want to. They look gross.
Weird.
Why would I want to touch it? I mean, I realize that I'm not going to get a wart, but why? They're so nasty. I used to go so far as like when
You don't like amphibians or reptiles?
No,
do you?
I don't. Not at all.
Got it.
They don't fucking scare me like snakes do. But I would go as far to tell people, because we had this little, we had a couple little creeks and ponds next to us where I grew up, and we'd always go play in the woods and near the creeks and ponds. Mm-hmm. And like all my buddies would want to catch frogs. Cool, whatever. And then I still thought it was cool to watch them do it. And then they would be like, hold it. Oh, you're scared. I'd be like, no, I ain't scared. I'm allergic to frogs. If I touch it, I'll get sick. So that's what I would tell people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had a buddy tell you they were allergic to something just because they didn't want to deal with it?
Yes.
It happens a lot, right?
And what's funny is more often than not, I called him out on it. I was like, you're not. You just don't want to do it. And that's fine.
Yeah. I had buddies like that too.
A buddy of mine once told me he was allergic to playtime because he didn't want to come out and play. And I was like, you're dumb. And I just left. I'm like, if you don't want to hang out, that's fine. And I just left.
Have you ever said you were allergic to something you weren't?
Not that I can recall.
No?
No, not off the top of my head.
Huh. Well,
I'm really trying to think, and I can't think of nothing.
I definitely used to pull the I'm allergic to frogs card. I had this buddy once who's this was a complete probably dick move on my part. I probably shouldn't have done this, but he told me he was allergic to onions. And like there was a part of me that knew he was full of shit. Right? Because I had seen him eat stuff with onion in it. So I made burgers once and I put onions in it because he loved my burgers, but I never told him that I put onions in them until one day after he ate it and he told somebody he was allergic to onions. I'm like, that's funny because I put onions in my burgers, bro. See, what if he was really allergic to onions, though?
And if he would have died, it would have been your ass. You would have gone to jail.
I know, but I wouldn't have told anybody I did it on purpose.
They would have found out.
Yeah. Bro, that's horrible.
I had a buddy of mine tell me he was allergic to ketchup, but then dipped his fries in it and was telling me it's not ketchup, it's tomato sauce. That's a true statement.
Hold on now. If you're allergic to ketchup, are you allergic to tomatoes?
It's the primary ingredient, I would
I
assume
know,
so.
because ketchup's just tomato base, sugar.
I assume salt and some other spices
Yeah.
or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Ketchup is gross, though, really.
I don't like ketchup that much.
I can't stand the smell of ketchup. The smell of ketchup, like, I would rather run my face across broken glass and smell ketchup all the time.
Weird comparison, but okay.
All right, next up, Santa Claus knows if you've been naughty or nice. I don't feel like this is a lie. I don't.
Well, I mean, he's a fictional character, so he can fictionally do whatever the hell you want.
Is he a fictional character, though? Or does his spirit live on in all of us
Shut up, Tyler.
as parents?
Shorty is not going to perpetuate this for any children out there listening. Santa Claus doesn't exist, kids.
You can't say that loud right now.
Fine, they're watching fucking Who Gives a Fuck on YouTube.
All right.
Fucking up my algorithm.
Keeping your eyes open when sneezing and they'll fall out.
I tried this so many times.
Can't do it.
No, I can't do it, but it's also not going to happen.
You don't think your eyes will pop out?
I know it's not going to happen.
But have you sneezed with your eyes open?
No, but Mythbusters tested it.
How did they test it? Did
Fuck,
they
I don't
sneeze with
remember.
their eyes open? Did their nipples get hard when they sneezed?
That's not the myth they were testing, Ty.
I know, but if I'm just saying, if my nipples get like that, who's to say something behind my eyes don't get erect as well? And pop them motherfuckers
There's
right out.
nothing in the back of your eyes that would get erect. There's nothing that would happen. That's not...
There's the cortex veiny things.
It doesn't have the muscular system to become erect.
I don't know. My nipples aren't that strong, but
And
they
it's
got
a
the
vein,
muscles.
not a muscle.
There's a vein somewhere else in your body that gets erect.
That's also a muscle.
Okay.
It's not the same, Ty.
What if my frontal cortex has been working out,
Your
bro?
frontal cortex is your brain, not the fucking thing that connects to your eyes.
Well, what's the thing that connects to your
I
eyes?
don't know, but it's not your cortex.
Your cortexual tissue?
Ah!
They've been lifting weights, bro. You never know. You
Motherfucker,
sneeze
the
in
only thing you've been lifting is your fucking eyelids.
It's all connected.
No, it isn't. I mean, yes, it is. It is connected. Shut up. Fuck it. Oh, you don't at me.
I just did.
Fuck you, Ty.
Oh, man. All right. The next one I've said to my children. The family pet is living happily on a farm upstate. When the pet dies. Yeah. And that's all fine and dandy until you go to a farm and they ask, hey, is so-and-so here too? You're like, no, it's a different farm.
We're down, honey. We didn't go upstate.
Right. Your nose will grow if you lie. I mean, we all know where that one started from. Well, hold on. Did it really start with Pinocchio, or was it like a thing before Pinocchio?
It was probably a saying before Pinocchio somehow. And then it became a thing.
Okay.
Or it became associated with Pinocchio because of this, saying.
Okay.
And the story.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know.
All right, we're going to do a couple more. Here, this is one I do a lot still. Chick-fil-A has helped me with this one too. The toy or candy store is closed. So, like kids will be like, can we go here? Can we go here? And I just be like, no, it's closed. And the reason Chick-fil-A has helped me out with this is because my youngest knows Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. So she automatically assumes that certain things are closed on different days.
Yeah, that's a good way
So
to
it might be like Wednesday, and they'll be like, can we go to the cat cafe? I'll be like, no, it's not open on Wednesdays.
Cat cafe?
Yeah, there's a cat cafe. It's a pretty neat little thing, little idea. You go, you get a cup of joe, play with some kitty cats. I like cats. I can't have cats, but I like cats. Take them down there, they get to pet the kitties and stuff.
Word.
Different kind of kitty than what you're petting.
I understand.
Oh, here's the eating carrots, and you can see in the dark.
Does it say when it started?
All right, here, I'll read you the whole one on the carrots. Eating carrots will let you see in the dark. Parents have been known to try anything to convince their kids to eat more vegetables, including suggesting they'll grant superpowers. As spinach, Popeye extenuated that one. It is true that vitamin A-rich carrots are good for eye health, but seeing in the dark, it's a myth that may have originated in England during World War II as part of propaganda campaign to confuse German pilots and bolster English confidence.
Yeah.
So you were right. You were right on the money on that one.
I said World War One, but I wasn't
Still,
sure about that.
You used the word propaganda, and you said World War. To me, that's dude. You
I wasn't sure if it was World War One or two.
you're batting 500, dude.
Thanks, man.
Anything above 300 is good in baseball. Hell, I think anything above 250 is good anymore. I don't know. If you pee in the pool, the water will turn red.
I never heard that one.
I hadn't either, but there is chemicals now that if you pee in the pool, it turns blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they can't do red just in case a girl does it.
Yeah. Or if there's sharks in the water.
That's not how that works, I don't believe.
If there was a shark in your pool, you think it's more about the smell than the color?
I don't necessarily think it's blood that attracts them, but I could be wrong.
What do you think it is that attracts sharks?
I think it's the vibrations of the water and the electrical current that everybody emits. All seriousness, I feel like I read it. I cannot tell you for sure. I might be full of shit, but I can neither guarantee nor deny it.
All right, you are the most talented kid in the world.
Nope, never heard that lie. My mom and dad knew I was mediocre at best.
They knew. I was told it all the time. You can be anything you want to be. And I am a big proponent of do not tell your children they can be whatever they want to be. We've discussed this before in nauseum.
What?
In nauseum.
What, like to the point of which we get sick?
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
You've never heard in nauseum?
No, I've not.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's a good word. Is that a real word, or are you making that shit up?
Why is it every time I say something halfway intelligent, you're like, did you make that up? What the fuck's a Wonderlic test? Oh, you know what? Look up, go ahead, Google nauseum, and then Google Wonderlic test, and let's see if I'm right.
A Latin phrase, ad nauseum, means to nausea, and is to describe something that repeated or discussed to the point of being sickness. Yep.
Yeah, see, I was right.
Hey, you're right, Ty. That's 1 for 1. Then what are we looking up?
Now you're looking up the Wonderlic test. I don't know how to spell it, but yeah.
Wonderlic.
It's a test, right? Here we go. Moment of truth.
Yeah.
The Wonderlic test.
Wonderlic test. Yeah. All right. Let's read further. Go ahead, Ty. Go on with about your shit. I'll fucking read this.
I've told this one before. The ice cream truck plays music only when out of ice cream. And I just learned about this one, actually. And I've used it. Storks deliver babies. And that was the last one. So I guess that's all we got for you today.
You were right. The Wonderlic test. You were absolutely right. It's a Wonderlic contemporary cognitive ability test. It used to be considered a personal test. Personnel. I don't know why, but it's the aptitude and prospect of employees in the range of occupations.
There you go.
Neat.
There you go.
The guy who created it was in 1939, Eldon F. Wonderlic.
Also is his name?
Yep.
Okay. Dope.
Dope.
All right, well, that's all we got for today. So in the meantime...
In the betweens time.
Remember, you are my favorite child. Cue the music. We're out.